As I said in a previous video, I am sure there are some people in my YouTube audience who are going to scratch their heads saying, why is Ted making this video? But like I also said in a previous video, there were people that grew up in the 1960s and the 1970s and even the early 1980s. They didn't have computers in their houses most of the time, okay? And they didn't have smartphones, and they certainly didn't go to the kiosk at the grocery store, the department store, and have to interact with that. And keep in mind, even though they had televisions, usually that wasn't an interactive experience either. You usually didn't walk up to your television set and point and click on it. It just didn't happen. Okay? So that's why people in the older crowd today have such a difficult time with computers, smartphones, kiosks, even interactive televisions. And that's because they didn't interact with the screens years ago. That's where I come in. Alright, so if you younger people are showing this video to older people, what I would like for you to do is make this full screen. Make it as big as you possibly can. Secondly, we're going to use our hands. We're actually going to interact with the screen. Do not be afraid of computer screens. They're not going to shock you. They're not going to bite you. They're there for you. That's what they were designed to be touched. Okay? Now, of course, you don't want to smudge them, but they're designed to be touched. If they're a touch screen, they're designed to be touched. Especially smartphones, they are designed to be touched. Sometimes you have to clean off the top of it once in a while to get all the smudges off, but they are designed to interact with your fingers. Okay, so we got it full screen. We're going to use our hands. Now then, if I tell you to point or even to touch, okay, you're going to touch the upper left corner of the screen. You're going to take your finger like this. You're going to go up here. You're going to touch the upper left corner of the screen. Now, if I tell you to touch the upper right corner of the screen, you're going to go like this. There's the upper right corner. Now, if I tell you to touch the lower left corner of the screen, you're going to go like this. There's the lower left. Now, if I tell you to touch the lower right corner of the screen, you're going to go like this, and there's the lower right. All right, let's review. Upper left, upper right, lower left, lower right. And that's the center. You got it? Good. You can play this video over and over over again until you get it. All right? I will tell you more in a future video. Stay tuned.